we're going to do.
Okay, we can start.
I like a good
What?
round of applause. He was applauding us before we started. Hi, welcome back to Serving You today.
Thank
Serving
you.
you today.
Welcome back to
Welcome
Serving
back.
So we're back.
We're
You.
back.
We're back. We've been back.
Okay.
Here we are. What's the topic today, Lord Biscuit?
Oh no, this is Jeff's.
What's the topic today, Jeff?
I don't even get my full title.
Sorry, Jester Jeff. What is the topic
my-
today? I didn't feel like that was nice.
It's not, but it still exists.
All right.
I don't think it's nice to say it to your face. Just
That's how I felt. Yeah, just behind your back.
That's fine.
Shit.
Topic today is, I think, a quick one, but I think it's nuanced.
Okay.
The topic today is
Sex in the alleys.
that's not as nuanced as you would think.
That's a quickie.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think that was nuanced.
When he said quick one, I thought
It's-
quickie. Okay.
It's pronounced quiche.
That Sex in the Alley is pronounced quiche.
It is now.
Okay, that must be underground.
Topic today is refills.
Refills.
It sounds simple. I find it can be nuanced and complicated. Why are you laughing at me?
I like this topic.
Let me tell you why I'm laughing. So Jeff has been in the industry years. He's done a
Yep.
little bit of everything.
He even got an award.
He even got an award.
That's so embarrassing. I can't believe you guys would bring that up.
We know you don't like to, be the center of attention.
You know how humble
However,
you are, but
the
you need
reason
praise.
why I'm laughing is
Yes.
probably the only thing, unless it's something extreme, the only thing that will get on his nerves is that he doesn't have something to drink.
I will
or he's-
remember that next time you come in.
He's got to the bottom, and I'll be sitting on the other side of the table from him, and I'm watching,
That's fine.
and I'm watching that level go down, going down, and then I see him getting more and more frustrated, and then I'm all, and I have to
but
admit,
wait.
there is that part of me that's just like, nope, not going to do anything about it.
Well, I know what you're going to touch on.
But then there's that other part of me that wants to, flag someone down and say, hey,
Hold up,
more
because there
cheese.
is universal language in a restaurant.
Right. And
So-
I don't know if you know, I do this at your restaurant. So I do this at the restaurant because, and here's the thing, as I'm getting lower on my drink, which is typically iced tea,
Mm-hmm.
as I'm getting lower on my drink, and I know where I sit, I have my drink on the inside of the table.
So nobody can see
So
it.
nobody can see it. But as I get lower, I don't know if you noticed I do this, I pick up my drink
Yes.
and I put it towards the outside and I keep eating and I keep drinking so it can be seen.
And that's helpful as a server because sometimes if your cup is hidden, because a lot of times people don't even want refills and
Yeah.
you don't want to waste your steps or not bringing over this thing if you don't want it. But if you move your cup to the outside, it can be assumed that you want more.
Would you ever see that as someone being passive aggressive with their
That's a
drink?
good
No.
question, and that's what I want to know.
I do not.
Do you consider for customers, is that a good move? Is that
Yes.
something they should learn and do?
Because we have to communicate.
There
And
has to be a
if
way to
We
communicate
can
it.
do it without words, so I can be busy and still look at you and know that you're okay. Kind of like if you're ready to order or not ready to order, you can put your menu to the edge of the table closed. That's another universal sign. Hey, this person's ready to order, even though I've already asked.
So it's not a universal sign for someone to flash the bat symbol.
I like the bat symbol, okay? That's my universal sign of a salt or pepper shaker to the edge of the table when you are ready so I can come back and do my job. And now I don't keep knocking on your door.
Yeah.
But the cup thing is real. If you put your cup to the edge, any server, any good server will know, hey, they want more.
I love that you have to put that qualifier.
Oh, you do.
A good server.
Good server.
But I think that's a communication that needs to be learned between customers and servers, is if a customer has learned this language, the server also needs to know said language. And I don't think
Yes.
that's a hard language. So
It's really not.
It's funny, I go into, there is a line that some servers hate, and I kind of used as a bit of a mantra from Reservoir Dogs. I don't know if you've ever seen the film.
Oh, I've seen it.
So at the coffee scene where they're talking,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to, they're talking about tipping the server.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve Buscemi has this kind of monologue where he says, I don't tip. He goes, I don't tip, I don't blah, 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 I don't think it's necessary. But he goes, I'll tip on this. He goes, well, how long have we been sitting here? How many times has my coffee been refilled? Once. We've been sitting here for an hour and a half. He goes, she should have refilled my coffee 5 or 6 times. And it was just Now, mind you, I don't agree with his rule on tipping. I don't agree with, at that time, even the percentage was very low, and I don't agree with that. But his thought process was, if I've been sitting here for this long and she's refilled my coffee one time, has she earned the tip that he was holding so tightly? And my thought process is, and what I would always try to tell people was, listen, he's not right in what he's saying, but he's not wrong in that if he's there for an hour and a half and they've only offered to refill his coffee once, that's a problem on both sides of it. Like, maybe somebody should have been, if they're not giving attention to that table, that's what he's saying.
That's the key.
The key is
the attention.
He's not saying, I'm not getting refills. He's saying nobody's paying attention to the
that's
table.
key. But that's your job as a good server.
And that's where I think he does make a point in that monologue. Although, I'm not for the they don't deserve a tip. I am for that you're getting a tip for doing a job well. Part of that doing a job well is knowing what's happening. When we used to work at a little restaurant in St. Pete that's not there anymore, and I helped open it up, and I was managing and bartending. When I would train new people, it was part indoors, part outdoors. When I would train new people for their first day, I'd have them going around following me. And then at some point in the shift, I would stop in the middle of indoors, outdoors, and I would say, tell me what's happening in the restaurant. And I don't want to know just what's happening with our tables. Tell me what's happening in the restaurant. We can see the whole restaurant. Tell me what's happening. Because I always felt as a good server, if you're going to be a good server, it's not just, oh, I know our two tables may need something. But like, if a table that's not yours, that you are walking past, just needs a refill of water or something,
you should, because you're part of the team.
The whole, high tide rises all boats, right?
Yep.
Like, that's the reality. And I've worked in fine dining where we used, where we would put all the tips together, and it was more team service and all of that. And in that setting, where you have 20 tables total, and it is a steps process, and there's 7 steps of service on every meal.
Yeah.
That made a lot of sense because everything needs to be 4 stars in that. So, like, if one person's
all hands on
dipping, you need to be able to catch, but you trust the universe that they're going to have your back and so on.
Yeah.
And if a server's not at that caliber that the rest of you are, they should be cut loose. And that's, but so, and it's funny because something as simple as a refill, I think, and as Matt was laughing at, can for me make or break how I feel
Your experience.
the experience is. And here's the food can be great, but the server had nothing to do with the food. They
Yeah.
should never be blamed for your food not being good. I mean, if it doesn't taste good, the server did not cook your food. That's not their fault. That should not be. That's a different issue. But like the things that a server can control is refills. It's
Yeah.
a little thing, but that is something fully in command of the server that can make or break an experience for somebody, and especially for, like in breakfast, because Matt, you're a big coffee drinker, and how do you order your coffee? Because of refills.
In a styrofoam cup.
I always ask for my coffee in a large styrofoam cup, and I will
Yep.
even tell the server, and this actually leads into something that I was going to say, because I will tell the server, I drink a lot, so to save you 2-3 trips,
It's a bigger
large,
serving, yeah.
Yeah. So, a couple times now we've talked about good server. This is a good server. That's a good server. That's one of those things that I think you can't really define. You know a good server when you see one, but you can't really define it.
It's like art.
Being a good
or
server
pornography.
is like being a porn artist, I think is what Jeff said. I don't know.
I'd be making way
oh my
better
God,
money.
it's because
Shoot.
you're working for tips.
I do love a good tip.
So for me, again, I'm not saying that I can define what a good server is, but one of the things that for me defines a good server is, and the whole refill topic is.
You don't need to put quotes on topic. It is the topic.
It's topic.
Air
It's
quotes,
the
though.
topic. I'm bad at air quotes.
Exclamation point.
Yeah,
I like that.
exclamation point.
Yes. Air quotes.
So if I know I'm particularly thirsty, or if I know that I'm at a restaurant that has those tiny little glasses for whatever reason, which I do not understand, and that's your main beverage glass, and is and 3/4 of that is ice, whatever. when I order my drink, whether it's tea or coffee or a Coke or whatever, I will tell the server, I'm really thirsty today.
So see, you already had it off, because what I was gonna say is, just because you define refills as a good server, somebody else may not need that. I mean,
Right.
I've had tables before where they drink 1 cup of coffee
And they're good.
and they don't want any more. So if you're over there 5 times in an hour asking them,
Yeah.
you're just freaking annoying and you're gonna kill your tip.
Yeah.
Like that's too, you gotta read your table. But
Right.
a good server, I think the baseline for that is, are you paying attention to your table? Are you reading them? Do you know what they need or don't need? Like that's what you gotta do as an individual.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it comes down to, is paying attention to the table. And I
Totally.
think that is the cue of, if you can't define, but that is a definition of, is
good server,
A
yeah.
good server is somebody who pays attention. And
Do
it's
you
funny
care?
because I would make the assumption, or I'll put it on you, Matt, that you ask for a large styrofoam cup for your coffee because you don't trust they're going to be back to refill it enough. I don't know if you're trying to save them steps, or if you're getting ahead of being annoyed that
Oh,
they're
it's-
not doing it enough.
Oh, it's both.
I was gonna say it's probably
So-
both.
So that's, but you see,
Right?
that's such a little nuance, and it's like I said, refill could sound like the simplest of things, but in this moment right now, you could just see you set up an expectation to protect yourself from getting annoyed at somebody maybe not being able to keep
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
up
you
to what
thought
you
ahead.
want.
Fair.
You've brought up the idea of that you, as a server, you have to learn. Here's the thing, though: you don't know that they don't want until you've
you
gone
have.
back.
Yeah.
But if you never go back, that's the problem that
Yep.
we're at. And then
For sure,
on,
you have to go back.
on a customer side, you have to, as a customer, be able to communicate. You don't assume that they're just going to be able to know and read your mind.
No, because every customer's different.
Yeah, so be able to, moving that cup,
It's so helpful.
just have the language, or even, when somebody's walking by, I don't have a problem if someone's like, hey, can I get more
Mm-hmm.
iced tea type thing. But when servers walk by and then make it a point not to look at their own table,
well,
oh, that'll
that's you
get me.
shirking
that'll
responsibility.
get me going.
That's a bad server.
They're like, oh, they may need something. So
Let
You're gonna
me
run
know.
away.
But I will say, even,
So hold up, from a server's perspective, I will do that though to needy tables.
Oh, I've
Mm-hmm.
As a server, if you've stopped me every time I go by
Yeah.
you and I can't fucking talk to another table, excuse my language, I'll stop looking at you. I'm
yeah.
like this.
There were times that when I was working in the industry, and somebody would be like, we need runners in the kitchen. Oh my God, runners in the kitchen, a whole nother topic we'll get onto, but we need runners in the kitchen. And a chef would be like, Jeff, can you run this out? And I'll be like, no, because I'm still waiting on food that's taking way too long. And if I go out with food that's not that table,
And you walk past yours,
I literally
you're dead.
cannot go back out into the dining room
Nope.
right now unless I have that food in my hand. So
No, that's real.
I've avoided them as long as I can, but if they see me, I'm in trouble. So
Yep.
I'm hiding in the kitchen,
Yep, that's real. We all do that.
which is not, and I get, that's not great. Communication would be, but you can only communicate so much
Exactly.
when things get out of your control.
What are you gonna do if the kitchen's not pushing out food?
But it is one of those, I've literally hid in a kitchen away from a table before
Yep.
and not run food because I can't go back.
Oh, I think we've all done that.
Yep.
Chefs don't love.
No.
They don't love that at
It
all.
is
They don't
what
love
it
that
is.
reason.
Nope.
But yeah, something as simple as refills, I think, can make or break a dining experience.
For sure.
And it falls on both sides. And that was just one of the, that was my topic, was something, and I think, in this podcast and in the industry in general, I think when we look at things that could be simple, that's what makes the best experiences.
Yes.
Is doing all the simple things well.
Mm-hmm.
That it doesn't have to be grand, extravagant. To make somebody's experience nice at a restaurant doesn't need to be
Oh, no.
rolling out the red carpet
Nope.
and flares and sparklers and all of that, or 18 people singing their
Nope.
version of happy, 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 happy birthday.
No, I work in a greasy spoon diner, and I mean, I give good service just by being attentive and respectful, and
It's
like,
as simple as, can I get you
really
anything else?
is.
Do you need more
Yes.
of that? That makes
it does.
the world of difference.
It's the sincerity
Yeah.
for sure.
But we said something a while ago, and it gave me an idea, and I'm
Oh,
trying.
boy.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was.
The gears
it
are
was,
going.
It was the whole
see the smoke?
moving your cup.
Yeah.
So for us,
You think I'm being passive aggressive is what you said.
well, no, that thought just crossed my mind because I would do the same thing. But now I'm thinking, well, what if you're dealing with someone who doesn't I don't want to say that's common sense, that if you need something, you put it out in the open so that, you know.
Somebody comes by and just picks it up and walks.
Some people do that too. They'll put it on the edge and they don't want refills. So
Yeah.
you're like, shoot,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I thought you wanted
Yeah,
more.
so I'm wondering how much of this is because all three of us, we come from within the industry.
Right.
We're looking at it a certain way and say, well, yeah, it's common sense that if you want more drink, then you put it where the server can see it. But then, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, what if that's not common sense?
Maybe it's not.
Or the person might think, well, I don't want to make the server feel bad because now I'm taking my cup and I'm putting it on the edge of the table. I don't want them thinking, how does this make you feel? Would it make you feel, oh, well, this table is thinking that I'm not paying attention, and so they've taken their cup and they put it on the edge of the table?
I
Because
don't
I know
ever
that there
take
are
it like
people who
that.
think that way.
If you slam it down on the
Yeah.
edge of your table
Oh,
and
and
go,
the ice rattle.
hey,
I was
bitch, I
saying
need
The
more
ice,
food. Like,
the ice rattle.
I was going to say, don't take it and
don't
shake
do that.
it. No.
And the flicking, I don't do this, is not cool. Like, that's not cool either. We can be decent to each other.
Yeah.
No, you can gently set your cup down, but, you know.
But yes, there are times at a restaurant where I've set my cup out to be seen that
Mm-hmm.
it's running empty, and then it's empty, and then it has stayed empty, and I know, and I could just see
You're
Matt
like
just,
throwing ice.
I
at
just
the
see
server.
Matt looking at me, being like, he's getting so annoyed right now. And you know, and here's the thing, though, I also recognize people are busy and so
Right,
on.
right.
But there also comes to a point of fruition that it's like, at what point do I not rattle this glass? And
And
as a
it's-
customer, and I'm saying that as a customer.
Yeah.
And for me, at
got
least, it's
thresholds.
also a situational thing. If you know, if we're somewhere and he's gotten low on drink, and I see that the server, you know, he or she, I don't want to be sexist.
Or they, you
They,
son of
okay,
a...
we'll just say they.
it, I'm out.
If the server
Use the
is
wrong
one
acronym.
of three covering the entire restaurant that day, and
Oh,
that
sure.
person is busting their butt, you know, they're here, then okay, that for me that's
Right, you
more
take it
forgivable.
into accountability.
But
Yes.
if they've casually walked out of the table two
And
or
they're on
three
their
times,
phone and they're hanging out talking.
And I'm also the kind that I will pay attention to what they're paying attention to.
Right.
So if they're walking by the table and not at least glancing over,
Oh,
then I'm like, oh, okay, you're not even paying attention to what we may or may not need.
Yeah.
one of the times I was getting annoyed at that breakfast place on the road, which was a bougie breakfast place that we stopped at. I don't know where, maybe Atlanta or something. But when my drink's empty and the server is showing a video to the bartender and they're leaned up on the bar,
Yeah, no.
and I have an empty. And here's the thing, and this is, listen, for servers out there. And I had to deal with this with my servers. So when I worked at the 3 meal a day restaurant, they had a server station that was you couldn't see, that was outside of view. But when I managed the pool, those servers, they have no outside of public view server station. So if they were on their phones, if they were chit chatting, if they were laughing and not doing things, and I said, listen, it sucks for you guys that you don't have a place, like go to my office if you need to go to my office, but you can't do that out in public
Because it's not professional.
people have their eyes on you. And one thing I've
Yes.
always tried to tell servers are, it's not just what you are doing at your table, because if you have me as a table and you have Matt as a table and they're two separate tables, and you're treating me like gold, but I see you ignoring Matt, that's still affecting what I'm seeing type thing. But so that was annoyance when I'm like, sure, I'm not getting refills, but I can see you're not even checking on me.
Exactly.
That-
Yeah, that frames it different in your head.
But I was going to say something else about, and then that just reminded me how much she annoyed me being at the bar when I was like, you know I want more iced tea over here. Get over here. I forget, but go. You just wrote something down. Go.
Oh, it was an idea for another episode.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I don't remember, but
No, that's real. And that's a lack of professionalism.
And
that's
again,
being a good server. Are
every-
you at work or are you at home and casually serving
Yeah.
people that are over?
every restaurant's different and every vibe is different in every restaurant. And, you know, like I said, when I was kind of working in kind of the neighborhood restaurant,
But don't
I had a
you-
lot of fun with that. And, you know, I didn't need to, and I could, but at the same
You
time,
can still be professional.
I can
though.
look around and, I was going to tell you, this is a real life story of when I was working at the neighborhood restaurant and bar on Central Avenue in St. Pete. That is not there anymore. It's changed names 4 times. So I'll just say it was Beaks Old Florida. It doesn't exist anymore.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's a
Beaks
move.
Old Florida back in the day. We were very busy one day, like slammed busy. Been understaffed, food's taking forever. We're running around hard as we can, but we are just weeded. We cannot get out of it. And a table, not mine, I looked up and this lady, she needed a refill on water. Again, I don't care how busy you are, this lady just needed a refill on water. If food's taking forever, this is something we as servers have control over. I watched her get up, we had like on the side, like sconces type thing, but they had like a water coming out of it.
She got water from the scones.
And so it was like a water feature type thing. So like
Shut
a little,
up.
and she went over and filled up her water just off of the thing and went back to drink it. And I walked right over. I said, "Ma'am, no."
That's horrible.
First of all,
That's like a dog drinking from the toilet.
I was like,
Who
what?
does that?
I said, we're not paying for that medical bill because of your stupidity. Like, I'll get you.
She got freaking dysentery from those
What?
scones.
Like, how thirsty did you get that you looked at a water feature and were like, I can get water from there? Like, get it from your tears before you drink that.
This is what's
Maybe
making
she
me
was
laugh.
your-
That literally happened.
I'm picturing this lady getting sick, and she goes to the doctor, and the doctor is like, "Okay, well, why are you here?" "Well, I've got the shits. I've got diarrhea." And so the doctor is like, "Well, do you have any idea where you may have
Well,
picked something
I
up?"
had crab corn dogs at Beaks.
And she's like, "Well, I did drink water out of the sconce."
No, she wouldn't even know. You know she wouldn't bring that up. Like, I just thought, who thinks
Oh my God, people are amazing.
that water's going to be okay?
I mean, in Italy, they drink water from the fountains. Maybe she was thinking it was like Trevi's
That's
fountain.
it. She was an international customer.
We were constantly confused for Italy. I don't know if you've ever been to Beaks, but Italy was not what we were confused by.
That's
But anyway,
hilarious.
so that's a real. So that I think we can wrap
There you
up this
go.
episode
We can,
on.
on that note.
That's how important refills are.
Right.
Don't let ladies drink out of wall water.
Wall water. That's it.
Oh my God. All right, anything else you guys want to add for the topic as
Nope.
we wrap this one
That
up?
was perfect.
No.
All right.
I was just going to say, we'll see you next time when we're
Serving
serving you.
You.